Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing on this cold Wednesday day here in Philly? Man, it's cold outside. Hope everybody stay warm, stay safe. Everybody that's working on their way to work, please stay warm. If you're getting off work like me, get home, get some rest, and let's get ready to do it again later on this evening. Thank you guys for tuning in on 92.9 WOM South Philadelphia Community Radio. Everybody watching on Facebook Live, thank you again for tuning in every week. Hey, if you guys want to donate to the station down here at 92.9 South Philadelphia Community Radio, just go to spcr.org, hit the donate button. I know a lot of guys listen and watch. This is not free, and so we're not getting any funding from anybody like state or city or anything like that. So please look out for us. All right. So you guys know what's getting ready to happen in about 4 weeks. The bylaw amendment. We just got one more stage, one more step to go, and it all comes down to this. Everybody was complaining about how the brown out and how our e-board and international didn't tell us what was going on throughout the whole process. They told us what they wanted us to know in order to get what they wanted to get, and we had nothing to do with that. So what we did, and I'm gonna give you the backstory of how we did it. I don't know if you guys remember August 27th, 2017. I remember that day because that's my birthday. Also, we had a proposal meeting down at the Union Hall that day, and our e-board was up there on stage, and they had the proposals, man, and they looked like they did not want to be there. I mean, it was no enthusiasm, no encouragement, like, yo, we gonna get you guys the best deal we can. We gonna keep you guys informed. It was none of that. It was just reading of the proposals, and people asked questions that act like they didn't want to answer it. They just didn't want to be there from the very beginning. That's when I knew that it was going to be the same old. These guys was going to try to sell us out again. So fast forward to April 2018. Jumbo and myself, we were in Chicago at this conference. And they had this class there on how to build a slate and to prepare, for local elections or whatnot. So me and Jumbo and myself, we went through to the class, and it was a panel there. I think it was 3 people. You had David Levin from TDU. You had Matthew Maney from 251. Yo, what's up, Dorian? You had Matthew Maney from 251, and you had another lady, but I believe she was in a public sector union. I can't remember her name. And all of them just went through how to put together a good team in order to win your local elections. So, of course, we knew we were running the following year, and we knew what happened the previous year on how we lost by 37 votes. So we wanted to get, better prepared for how we plan on giving the local back to the membership. So we were in class, and they had this lady they had people from all over the world. I mean, Sweden, they had them from everywhere. They even had all kind of unions. They had teachers. They even had longshoremen. Man, they had everybody. Everybody was there. So this one lady brought up a point about changing the bylaws in your local union, and that stuck to me because I was like, man, how do we do that? Because anybody could just change the bylaw, but what are you going to change to promote progress and prosperity and everything like that for the members? So I went back to my room. Well, later on, I think we had a UPS contract meeting too, and that's when we told everybody about what was going to happen with the electronic voting and what UPS trying to do and all that other kind of stuff. I don't know if you guys remember. So I went back to my room and I tried to find out how can we use this bylaw amendment, idea to get what we needed to get done. So we came back, and I had a meeting with Espo and Bagby. And I said, hey, listen, guys, we got to use this bylaw amendment to our advantage. So I told them, this is how we could do it. You know, and I know that our e-board is not going to let us know what's going on. So we need to come up with a way, come up with the language, so we can get our members the transparency they need in this local. So that's what we did. Now this was in April. So, but we couldn't drop it on anybody until the right time. So once the summer months came and they made it all about Jumbo and did he vote yes and did he vote no, and then it said that if you didn't vote yeah the first time, it was going to take, you know, part of your pension and put it toward, part of your raise and put it toward a pension. That was our opportunity to let everybody know, hey, listen, we deserve better than this. So we get out at the gates. You saw us. We was getting signatures left and right. I think we got about 70 pages. And now we read it at the first meeting in January to propose it. Shanahan read it this past Saturday at the union meeting. Well, 2 Saturdays ago, it might have been this Saturday. And so then we got one more to go, March 16th. Now listen. I mean, you guys, everybody say these guys got to go and you tired of all this stuff. Well, here's an opportunity to put your frustrations, I don't know if it's going to be on paper or not, but you can let your frustrations be known. March 16th, 10 o'clock, 4369 Richmond Street. This is your chance to get the transparency you deserve. We pay for it every week. Now all you got to do is show up and get it. Now, you got to have 2/3 of the people inside the hall to vote yes for this bylaw amendment to take place. 2/3. I know you guys, oh my God, here we go to 2/3. Listen, it's a little bit different though. Say if 100 people show up at this meeting, that means we got to have 67 people to say yes to it. All right. If you got 10 people that just show up, that means you got to have 7 people. So depending on how many people show up, 2/3 of the numbers there have to vote yes. If we vote yes, bam, we got the amendment and we can keep on rolling. Now just say for something happened and people don't show up and we can't get enough, say we get 65% or whatever the case may be. Now we do have a contingency plan, a backup plan to make sure that we get this through. But the only way to get that through, if it don't go through this time, we would have to be in office. It's right in our bylaws. We're not pulling, we're not trying to do no rigmarole or pull no wools over your eyes. The backup plan is right in the bylaws itself. We're not going to do anything crazy. We're going to do everything by the book. We are principle based. We're not political. We're going to do everything by principle. It's right there in the book. So even if it don't get passed the way we hoping to get passed, then we have a backup plan to make sure that we give you guys what you need. But the only way that takes place if we in office. Hopefully, we get it right, done the first time. Then we ain't got to wait till then. But either way, we're going to get it done. Trust me. We've been working at this. We've been studying this so we can get it done. But we're hoping everybody show up and vote March 16th to get this done. But if not, like I said, we have a backup plan to make sure that we get this done because people have been complaining about it for far too long. And so we came up with a plan and an idea and a vision to make sure we get what we pay for. But again, March 16th, you guys got to come down to the union meeting and get this done. The hard work is done. All you guys got to do is show up now. We put it out at the table. Now all you got to do is sit down and eat it. That's all you got to do. Now, supervisors been working crazy, man. I mean, it's unreal right now. I mean, they just do whatever they want to do. We just had settled about, let me see, 2, 4, about 10, I think about 10, 11 grievances that we got settled last night. It's unbelievable. You guys got to file those grievances. I had to go up to the primary last night and let these guys know. I think these supervisors were from another shift working on our shift. I had to tell them to stop working. But listen, I can't be over there all night because you know they're going to be looking for me. I got to go back and do my job. So you guys got to file a grievance. You file a grievance, we're going to make sure it goes in, and we're going to make sure you get paid. But you guys got to file those grievances because check this out. I'm going to show you. You know what? I forgot I had it in my pocket. Right here. I just got two grievances right here. Two grievances. You know how much they worth? $245. Just right here. So y'all guys got to file it. The proof is right here. You just got to do it. Nothing spectacular, you know. Class, what's going on?
What's going on?
So you guys got to file it. You guys got to file those grievances. If you don't file, nothing's going to happen. You see what they've been doing. They do everything. They do everything that they want to do because they feel like they're going to get away with it. We can put a stop to it. I know you guys say, well, they're going to retaliate with Hooker. The reason why you put them in because you know they ain't going to bother you. They're not going to bother y'all either. But you got to put them in. We're going to back you up. That's what we do. We protect our members to the best that we can do. And you guys know that. So, like I said, the proof is right here. $245. 2 pieces of paper. That's it. It's that simple. Clarence, I'm making it up. It's right here. You was there. You was right there.
So I'm gonna give you a little backstory on the whole thing. Christmas time.
Yep.
They told us no. I know a lot of y'all might already know that. Said no full-timers can work Super Saturday, Super Sunday. Rich went to the manager. He said, look, if we don't let us come in and we see y'all working, we gonna grieve it. We came in for preload. They was working. They grieved it. And see, our thing is we promote transparency. Rich was paid for 2 grievances. I also got $245 and was paid for 2 grievances. Not only that, we had another member, 2 other members who was paid for 2 hours apiece for the same for grievances that we put in.
Right.
Now, today was a long day for me. For one, I started off an hour early because we was doing these grievances.
Right.
I left late, an hour later, because I was doing hearings. And I'm going to tell you something. I'm not going to say the name, but there was a member who got paid 19 hours for supervisors working. Now, you put the grievances in, we will pursue them to the fullest. You will be paid for them in the supervisor work. And retaliation, that's another grievance.
Right.
And then so with the new retaliation language that's coming with the new contract, look, there's no reason not to put them in. Put them in, we will fight for you, you will get paid.
Right.
I'm going to tell you something. But the extra money I got that I couldn't spend on Christmas,
Right.
I'm going to take my wife out. They had to take out to a nice dinner.
Right.
Because the thing is, we should have got paid that
Anyway.
day. Should have got paid anyway.
Right.
So, like I said, it's your money, it's your choice. Put the grievances in, we definitely will fight for
Right.
you.
And like you said, 19. A member got, and I just got 2. So you can imagine what that member got for 19. But you guys got
a check.
Right. That is a check. The whole check. You guys got to put those. Don't be afraid. Don't be scared. The proof is right here. This is what we do all the time, regardless of what happens in November. We're still going to do the job. It's not about the title. It's not about the position. It's about protecting, preserving, progressing our members the best way possible. That's what it's always been about. Even when we were supporting the guys in office, that's what it's been about. Unfortunately, we found out from the guys in office, it wasn't about that for them. It was about us being loyal to them so we can keep them in office. But that's a story for another day. So again, March 16th, put it on your calendar, because if you don't, I don't want to hear, oh man, Hook, I forgot. Man, I wish this bylaw would have got passed. Listen, the bylaw is going to pass. We just need a big showman, because I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. They're going to be looking at this to gauge where they're at as far as the election. They're going to gauge for it. They're going to say, hey, listen, if these guys don't come down here to vote for what they want, because they got all the pages, they got all the names, they see it, they're going to say, hey, listen, it's one thing to talk about it, but it's a whole nother thing to be about it. Everybody keep talking about how bad these guys are, this and that, right? Well, they're going to see. They're going to see what y'all going to do come March 16th. They're going to use that as a barometer to see where they at. So I'm telling you, if you really want to show them where they at, come on out there March 16th. Show them you're for this bylaw amendment and that they have no chance come October. That's how they're going to look at this. We go out there, we got 10 people. Guess what? They're going to say, man, look, we're going to win again. Because that's why they keep doing what they're doing. Because they don't feel that you guys care enough to put your frustrations on paper. Listen, if you come out there on on March 16th in full force, they're going to know for sure that their days are numbered and there's nothing they can do about it. But the choice is yours. It's not Clarence's, not mine, not the 623 Lives Matter team, not Jumbo, not Hoffa, not UPS, not the e-board. Is yours. You can't blame UPS on this one. Take them out of the equation. Can't blame Hoffa on this one. Take him out of the equation. You got to show up. You got to show up. So, Klein, what you think about that? They're gonna use it as a gauge. They're going to use it.
They're definitely going to use it as a gauge. Because the fact of the matter is, they show us every day that they don't care. to me, that's my personal opinion.
Right.
And I feel like that because, like, one thing Rich said about, oh yeah, people might say, oh, you put a green so they're not going to bother you. I get the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, you can put it in because they're not going to bother you, whatever the case may be. Reason is, they know we're going to fight back.
Right.
So, any member can have that same respect. Because I know members who put grievances in, and the supervisor will tell them, what they'll do is, they'll say, oh, that's funny.
Right.
But the case of the matter is, you should be proud of the fact that you're willing to stand up and put them grievances in.
Right.
I know I'm proud of it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love walking out of a hearing and with a member shaking their hand and say, you know what, you enjoy that extra money, it's yours.
Right.
Because the fact of the matter is, when a supervisor works, they're taking your money out of your pocket anyway. And to me, I feel as though if y'all don't come down, they're going to look at that as a sign that if y'all don't care, why should we care?
Right.
That's why they keep doing what they're doing. How often do they show up? The last time they won, they showed their appreciation by not showing up to the building for about 2 months. And we used to say, like, where they at?
Where they at, right.
Like
right.
It's December, January, like, wait, where they at?
Where they at, right.
They didn't show up. You barely win the election, and you show the members,
right.
You know what? We in here for the next 3 years. We're going to take 2 months off.
Man, right.
We're going to take 2 months off. And the fact of the matter is, that I guarantee you, if we win this next election, we're going to be visible. And that's the thing. We're definitely going to be visible. And a supervisor see one of us, they were all, man, they got every skill. Oh, I was doing this, I was doing that. Business agents come in, they look at them, wave, keep on going. It's like they don't even.
They don't care.
They don't strike no fear into UPS. None at all. They strike no fear. And our thing is, as hard as we fight and work, we're limited to what we can do because they'll just bypass us altogether and go to the business agents. Kind of now.
Well, we just talked what happened last night.
I want Rich to really tell this story because I'm not going to go back into the holiday thing because that really pisses me off.
Right.
Because everybody knows when you take a vacation, you take a day off, you get an extra day's vacation. If a vacation falls during the week of a holiday, the holiday falls during the week of a vacation. Right. Shanahan single-handedly took that away from us. Contract says it. We've always gotten it. And now he just blatantly just took that away from us. So I get a little choked up because it bothers me.
Right. Because that's the way we've been doing it for years. And then when And that's where, like we talked, man, you talked about like communication.
Yeah.
You got to have it between the steward and the BA. Now, when like,
I appreciate that, Ray.
oh yeah, like for an example, the way we, I guess, represent our members is kind of like night and day, because on preload, the supervisors, man, they do all kind of crazy stuff. On midnight, it's the members. They do all kind of crazy stuff. So I do a lot of almost having to go to. I almost got to, man, put a rabbit out my hat like all the time when I go into a hearing on midnight. So one of the things I found out is, since we work on the Air Hub, it says the work week at the Air Hub is from Sunday to Saturday.
7-day work week.
7-day work week. Now you guys know, for everybody who don't know, any form of discipline, that the company can only go back 5 days. It don't say 5 working days, 5 business days. It just says 5 days. Same way with agreements. You gotta put agreements in 5 days from the infraction.
But here's the thing: even if it was working days, it's a 7-day hub, so it's still 5 days.
Right. So I was able to get a lot of our members out of some trouble. I'm talking about like the suspensions, terminations, because the company waited, the deadline passed. And they always used to say, oh man, Sunday and Monday, Saturday and Sunday can't count. And I was like, oh, this is not Oregon Avenue. This is a 7-day hub. And I would show them, this is the work week. Sunday, Saturday, so Saturday and Sunday counts toward that 5 days. Oh man, hook man, da. Always worked for years, Clarence. Years.
I tell you, for me, I've been steward for 11 years, worked 11 years.
That's what I'm saying. And it always worked. Always.
11 years.
So last night, one of the area managers put me to the side and said, hey, look, I was talking to the BA, and he said, you were wrong. I was like, what? What you mean? Oh, man, it's 5 days, and this, that, and the other, and Saturday and Sunday don't count. It goes by the members' work day, work week, whatever. I was like, no.
He said, where you find that at?
Man, listen. So now what should have happened, and I'm going to give you a scenario. If that was me, this is how I would handle it as a BA. First, I'll call I would say, hey, hold on, boss. I would say, hey, I ain't going to say the boss man name. So hold on a second. I'll get back with you. Let me talk to my steward first and find out what he has in place, because I'm not going to step on his toes. Because if he's been using that for years to protect our members, then I'm going to go on with what he's doing.
But the thing is, it's not even the fact that you're using it. It's
in the book.
It's in the book.
I know. That's
right.
what I'm saying.
It's in the book.
So that's what this BA should have done. So, of course, you know what the company going to do.
They're going to run with it.
They're going to run with it now. So now, guess what he's going to do? He's going to tell all his full-time suits, our full-time suits going to say it, and I'm going to be in that fighting, losing battle from now on. I'm still going to fight. I'm still going to do it. And I'm just going to do it regardless. I mean, I'll let that BA get the members fired. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do that. It's been working for all these years, and that's where communication with the steward is very, very vital. You can't. I mean, especially if we've been doing that for years, Clarence.
11 for me.
Because like I said, it's totally different night and day on midnight and preload. Preload, man, and managers, they just do whatever they want to do. Midnight, man, our people, man, they put us in some bad spots. I mean, I'm talking about some bad spots. Sometimes, man, I don't know how I get them out of a jam. But like I said, most of the time, the company don't follow progressive discipline. They try to skip over steps. Then they go outside of the time frame. Well, now it's according to the BA, it's not. So now I got to go and find another way. But again, you guys got to pay attention to what's going on here. There's a lot of problems that we don't talk about when it comes to our e-board, because we don't want to just keep bashing them up, but we do have to put these things out there so you guys can understand what you're going to see differently when we get in office. We gotta work with our stewards. We gotta have open lines of communication. You know what I mean? Now, I know some of you guys may say, well, I'm a steward. They communicate with me. That's because you support them. That's why. When we supported them, they communicated with us. But the moment that our eyes would open and we had to step back from them, all that communication stopped. Now, we never stopped doing what we always been doing. It's always been about the members. But when we found, like I said, when we found out that it was more about keeping them in office and being loyal to them and not being loyal to the members, then that's when we had to step away from them. But again, this year is very, very important. March 16th, we can make history here. We can make history. And I'm not just talking about for the day or for that month. I'm talking about for generations to come. This is our 100th anniversary as our local been in existence. We can change our local just like that. All you gotta do is show up. You show up in March, and you show up by putting your frustration on paper in October. And then you'll start to see a change. Everybody will start being happy about being a Teamster again. You start feeling proud about coming to work and putting those 3 numbers on your chest or your back, 623. Because we see it now. People are starting to really get more involved. They start to feel better about what's going on because they see the change. But you can see it all you want to. If you don't put it on paper, it ain't going to happen.
You know what? March 16th, like Rich was saying, you can be a part of rewriting history.
Right.
This is a historical moment in our local.
Right.
So to put that amendment into the bylaws, every contract for the rest of the time you're employed at UPS, and maybe your kids or grandkids,
right,
will always have the right to know what's going on during the election or negotiation.
Right.
So you can really, really set a precedent by changing that bylaw. And you know what? And back to the 5-day thing. It's been like, man, Rich, like he's a steward on the midnight. I'm the alternate, and it was always vice versa on the preload.
Right.
It's been plenty of times where a supervisor come, well, Rich said this, blah, 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 whatever the case may be. All right, well, I'll go talk to Rich, or he'll come talk to me.
Right.
And then, like I said, I'm not going to go and say, oh, man, he's wrong, or whatever the case may be. My thing is, look, I go discuss it with him, he'll discuss it with me, and then we'll come to a resolution.
Right.
Because we don't agree on everything.
Right.
But I'm not going to go in the office and tell the supervisor that. Oh, yeah, oh, man, well, Rich said that. Nah.
I don't agree with that. Class said, man, get out of here, man.
Me, Rich, Jumbo, Expo, a lot of times we may not agree. But we ain't going to go into a hearing and not agree.
Right.
I said, we'll discuss that amongst each other and then come up with a solution.
Right.
That's what the BA should have did.
Yeah.
And here's the thing about that. So it's a two-way street to me. When it comes to grievances, they say you have 5 days to put it in, right?
Right.
So if a violation happens on a Friday, and you wait till Thursday, oh man, that's 5 days.
Right.
It's over.
Right. So you can't have it both ways.
So you can't have it both ways.
Right.
So I'm pretty sure that the manager that you talk to, I guarantee you.
Oh yeah.
You go to him with a grievance, and it's on the 6th day. Nah, man, you too late.
Too late. You know he is. And then guess what's gonna happen? I'm gonna call the BA up. He said, "Yeah, man, you too late."
That's right. So which one is it?
Man, listen.
Which one is it?
Hey,
man?
Listen. These are the problems that go on, and a lot of people may say, "Man, that's not that big." Listen,
huge.
Time is very, very big when it comes to grievances. If you don't put it in a timely fashion, then it's over. That grievance will be shortchanged, and the process, you know, he will never trust it. He won't trust it because he will feel that the grievance, the process let him down. That's why everything has to be timely. Now we saw Hector Fortis came up there with his radio show. Hey, listen. You guys got to make sure you tune in every Saturday at 3 o'clock. Union Power Radio. Great show. Even though Hector's not on there, he's not doing it right now because they just got elected. But they got 2 good brothers on there from Local 804. They do a great job. Great job. A lot of energy. They got more energy than Hector on there, man. So, so good. But it's good, though. So, that was a little shout at you, Hector. So, but, hey, listen to the show because there's a lot of stuff going on because they're in the middle of negotiations themselves. You know what I mean? So and they going back and forth. One of the things that UPS want to do in 804 And check this out for all my pension guys and here and everything like that. UPS wants to take over their health and welfare fund. So you know that's going to be a fight in Local 804. They want to take over that. So yeah, UPS is just dirty, man. They dirty. But again, we can do a lot of changing here. All you guys got to do is put it on paper, man. And I want to bring this up. I got a message from a guy who's been loyal to the guys in office for many years. And he sent me a message saying the reason why I'm going to vote for you guys is, of course, change, different direction. It was something else he said, but the main word that stuck out to me was inclusion. He felt like we included him and everybody else in this local in everything that we were doing. And that is, I'm so glad that people are starting to understand that. Listen, we are a union. Everybody is included. If you even just look at the word union, you cannot have a union without the letter U and I. There's no union without you and I. Same thing. You guys got to understand, we are both in this together. Sadly, our leadership doesn't see it that way. It's, if you're not loyal to me, they ostracize you, they disenfranchise you to make you feel like you're nothing. Even when we had that meeting with Rob, we was telling them, hey man, this is why we stepped away from you. They looked at us like, like they couldn't believe it. But all we was doing was telling the truth. And that's one thing that I could, and I think you guys will agree, I know you will, Clarence. From 2016, from the end of 2015 up until now, nobody in this local, not even the people on the e-board, has said that we are doing anything wrong. None of our things we put out there are untrue, and that we're just making up stuff. No one has had a problem with what we're saying because they know it's the truth. My thing is, if you know it's the truth and you see what they're doing, what are you guys going to do about it? Because we can't keep saying Shanahan is weak, the e-board is done, they're not doing anything, they're not doing this, they're not doing that. You guys got to put it on paper.
That word inclusion that's a very powerful word. Because that's like the heart of a union.
Right.
Because the thing, it's like, think of the word union, class reunion, family union, is everybody coming together to celebrate.
Right.
So the word union alone should mean that
coming together and celebrate.
Everybody should come together, celebrate, fight together, cry together. You should be able to go to any one of your union brothers and sisters and
celebrate.
Celebrate.
Yeah, that's good.
I mean, it's like we said at contract time.
Yeah.
That was a scary time for me because I was scared during contract negotiations because first off, I didn't know what was going on. So that's why the bylaw is. That's why we want to change the bylaw. Second, I was afraid of what I was going to lose. So what's the purpose of being in a union if I'm afraid all the time? I don't want to be afraid.
Right.
And
there's no celebrate like you said. That was good. Celebrate.
Right. We need to celebrate.
We can't. How can you celebrate when they take your vote away?
So negotiation time, we need to be coming together. Look, we need to celebrate a win.
Right.
But we keep losing.
Right.
We get threatened by our e-board. If you don't vote this way, they're gonna lose it. They're gonna take that.
Right. Ain't no celebration.
What's celebration?
Right.
So instead of celebration, we go to extortion.
Yeah.
And it's sad. And the one thing that the very key that they're missing is they wouldn't be there without you.
Yeah.
They're in an elected position. And as a steward, I take my job very, very seriously. And the reason being, because I'm in an elected position.
Yeah.
So if I don't do my job, I can be voted out. And I never forgot that. In 11 years I've been doing this, I know that if I don't do my job, I can be voted out. And I want to be voted out. And I'll tell you that, if you do get elected us and we don't do the job, vote us out.
I mean, that's simple. That's simple. We ain't going to be up here, oh man, we're not going to waste your time and all this other kind. If we don't do the job, you ain't got to worry about us, all this other. Look, we ain't trying to be in office taking your money and we ain't doing the job by these guys. I mean, that's not what this is about. We want to change our direction for the members. They need to know that paying dues is not a liability. It's an asset. That's what they need to feel. Like when they pay their dues, you know how you get a bill, like, dang man, I gotta pay this bill again. Yeah. That's how people feel when they get their check and see them dues. Like, oh man, here we go. They taking these dues out. I ain't seen them since last year. You know what I'm saying?
I'll make a little example. I know back in the day, everybody used to like the pay-per-view boxing.
Yeah.
And our e-board is like the old Mike Tyson fights. What I mean by that is you get all hyped up for the fight. You pay the money. He knocked the guy out in the first round. Like, man, come on, man. Right. It's not worth your money.
Right.
So, like I said, I'm gonna say this on Facebook Live. I'm gonna say it to Rich. If you don't do the job that you're supposed to do,
I'm out.
Then I'm gonna be one of the ones. I'm gonna help vote you out.
Yeah, I hear you.
And I want the same thing.
Right.
I want to be held to a higher standard,
right.
And especially for my peers.
Right.
So I want, like, Rich, Jumbo, look at me. If I'm not doing the job, yo, Clarence, you ain't doing the job.
Right.
Tell me I'm not doing the job. We're gonna hold each other accountable,
right?
Because we know you guys are gonna hold us accountable. And simple as that. If we don't do the job, vote us out.
That's it.
We deserve to be voted out.
Right.
We don't do the job.
Right. And plain and simple. That's like I got brother from Oregon Avenue put that post up there. Brother Gilchrist put it up there, and that's why I told him, hey man, listen, if you see me slipping, I want you to be the first to tell me, yo, Hook, yo man, all that stuff you was talking about, man, you ain't doing it. I told him I want him to be the first. Say, yo, you ain't doing the job. And that's the kind of relationship that we need to have. Cause you can't go and tell Shanahan that he get like he want to fight. He get all upset. You know what I mean? You can't tell them guys that they get all upset with you.
You out of order.
Yeah, you out of order and it's all this kind of stuff. No, if I'm telling you the truth, how's the truth out of order?
Because it ain't come from him. I'm gonna tell you, the way he acts is, if it don't come from him, then it ain't right. That's as simple as that. And I'm gonna tell you, the reason why I'm even if I wasn't on this slate, the reason why I would vote for every one of these guys is because I see what they do. And that's the thing. Right. I see what they do, and the person closest to you knows you the best.
Yeah.
So I've seen Rich in the office. I've seen Jumbo fight. Man, as I said, Expo knows probably more about the contract than anybody.
Anybody in the world.
So my thing is, these guys deserve this position. And my thing is, look, they do the job. Yeah. Like Reggie Carey said, that we want to win. We don't want to get voted out. But the thing is, if we don't do the job,
then
we deserve to be voted out.
I agree.
The members deserve to be represented by people who care, who going to put the work in, who's going to fight for their needs, who's going to protect the contract. If you don't do that, you don't deserve to be in that position.
Right. So
my thing is, again, if we don't do the job, vote us out.
Plain and simple.
That's simple. And then, like as a store, I tell people, the members put you in that position.
Right.
You have to represent the members. All that buddy with the supervisor, whatever the case may be, you side with the members, make sure that they're protected, because they're the ones that's voting you in office. So I take my job as a steward seriously.
Right.
And so, because like I said, I could be voted out. So, and come to think of it, I've actually ran on the polls the last
2-3 times.
Last 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
And like I said, if you do your job, you don't have to worry about losing your job. That's as simple as that. But like I said, we're going to do the job.
Yeah.
If we don't do it, then we deserve to be voted out. We deserve it.
Bottom line, I agree. And we want y'all to really hold us accountable, because we're going to hold you guys accountable. It's going to go both ways. We're going to hold you guys accountable. We want you guys to hold us accountable, because that's what we need here. We got a lot of work to do, but we're going to do it. It's going to take some time, but we got the idea and the plan in place to make sure that we see it through. But we're going to need some help, you know what I mean, because we can't do it alone. We got a lot of members here.
That's the key right there.
Yeah.
What you just said was the key.
Yeah. We got a lot. I think it was like 5,000 members now.
Yeah,
about 5,000 members, 5,100, I believe. So it went from about 3,000 and some change to 5,000. So yeah, we got a lot of work, and you know, every member needs to be protected. And they got a lot of people that got a lot of questions. I talked to them, a lot of the younger members during the course of the night, man. They don't know what's going on. I talked to them about this, talked to them about that. They joined our pages, and you know, they get a lot of information from there. I had one brother tell me, I mean, it's a good and a bad thing. He said the reason why he don't go to the meetings because we tell him everything he want to know on Facebook. He said he just felt, you know, but we want him to come down there,
yeah,
especially on March 16th. You know what I mean? But I mean, you know, like I said, it was a good and bad thing. But you know, that's what we got to do. We try to just keep our members informed and educated and being transparent, so they'll know every little thing that's going on. Because yeah, like Ray Lofton, my goodness, you know, I gotta tell this story.
Definitely gotta tell.
Now check this out. And Ray, if I'm lying, you put up there, you type up there I'm lying. So Ray went full time about almost 4 years ago, right?
2015.
About almost 4 years ago. And the couple of members on our e-board said that he shouldn't take the job because they didn't feel he was going to do it or he wasn't going to make it. Qualify for the job.
Yeah.
If they said, Ray, you're not going to qualify for the job, don't take the job. Ray came, and I'll never forget, we were sitting at the lunch table. He told us, he said, listen, this is what they told me. And he was like, you know, I waited so long to get the job. Now they're telling me not to take the job. We said, Ray, get the job, and we're going to make sure that you get the job. You do the work, we're going to protect you. You do your part, we're gonna do our part.
You know what? And to take that a step further, a BA called me personally and said, you know, I don't think he's gonna be able to do the job. You know, tell him that, you know, that he should go back. And I listened to the BA. I went and I told Ray. I said, Ray, this is what they told me, but I'm going to tell you, this is my word. If you keep this job, we will make sure that you make seniority, which he did.
Yep.
And we want to make sure that you keep this full-time job. And Ray's still full-time till this day.
Almost about to reach progression.
He'll be hitting top rate this year.
Right. And all that would have been thrown away if he would have listened to them.
Yeah.
And that's the problem.
No, like he said just now, you can't even get inside hub jobs now.
Right. And so he would have been waiting.
He'd still be waiting.
Still be waiting. All because, you know, they didn't believe that he could do the job. Instead of your leader telling you, hey, man, listen, whatever you need, let me know. I got you. Whatever you need from me to help you get this job, I got you. That should have been his or her statement to Ray. Not, hey, man, you ain't gonna be able to do the job, such and such and such. They should have encouraged him enough to, even if he didn't think he was going to do it, by them being that position, telling Ray, he would have believed it. But again,
and you know, another thing, like, speaking of that, like, during that time, we had a couple other members who came in full time who couldn't drive manual.
Right.
And what we did was, look, we'll work through it, man. Like I said, the e-board shouldn't be telling members, don't take this job.
Right.
Because, and thing is, it ain't like they got full-time jobs going on trees around here.
Right.
I mean, it's hard to get full-time.
Right.
Unless you go driving.
Right.
And like I said,
that was bad.
We told Ray, we got your back, and Ray's still full-time till this day.
Right. And that's the kind of commitment that each member's going to get. I mean, you get it now, and you guys know that. But from you know, if we get in office, that's the kind of commitment you're going to get every single day. You know what I mean? Are we going to be perfect? No. Are we going to make mistakes? Yes. But the thing about it is, you're going to know about them. We ain't going to try to hide them or put the blame on somebody else. No. Transparency is going to be, you know, you're going to know everything that goes on, because we're not trying to hide anything. We're going to do the job. We're going to do a great job, and because we want you guys to be protected, I'm telling you. And we're going to give you guys the tools to win. You know, we didn't get any tools. We had to learn the hard way. We had to learn, you know.
You talking about? I'm gonna tell you, learn the hard way.
Yeah, we had to learn the hard way.
I'm gonna tell you, when I first became a steward, and my first hand almost got the guy fired. 'Cause I didn't know. We wasn't trained.
Right, there was no training.
And then I go into him thinking I know this, know that. I almost got the member fired because I had no idea what I was doing.
Right.
We learned on the job.
On the job.
And like I said, there was no type of training. It was, you want to be a steward? All right.
Right, that's what it was.
And that was it.
You want to be a steward? Okay.
That was it.
Here you go.
No training at all.
And now you got to go defend people, and you don't have the tools to do it. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that's why our stewards will have the tools to adequately fight for the membership. And they don't have to worry about, because we know everybody is not going to support us. We know that. But we don't care. We are here for everybody, whether you support us or not, vote for us or not, like us or not, love us or not. That doesn't matter to us. You are a member of the greatest local in the world, and you will be treated as such. Doesn't matter where you come from, how you feel about us, what you say about us behind closed doors or to our face. Doesn't matter. We don't care. You a member, you pay dues here, you're gonna get protected just like everybody else. Just like the person who voted for us, wear our shirts, come to the rallies, you're gonna get respected and treated just like them. Because listen, the relationship needs to be repaired. Our leaders have no relationship with the membership at all. It's almost as if we're fighting a subordinate company from UPS. That's what it feels like. It almost feels like you're fighting another company underneath UPS. That's what it feels like. There is no communication. There is no anything. Like when I filed those grievances with Kevin Malley when he was the BA, 5 of them. His last act as BA for me. 5 grievances I filed with him, and first of all, I say, yo, the members gonna get paid double time. Well, they're not going to do that. Well, that's what the contract says, Kev. The contract says double time. Well, they're not going to do that. Kev, I don't know what you want me to say.
Oh, speaking of that, what our grievances did they double time?
Right.
Okay.
So, he said, no, they're not going to agree to that. So then time went on. Didn't even know Kev quit as a BA. Next thing I know, somebody else got those grievances and somebody else signed off on them. My grievances. And that's the kind of stuff that needs to end. Listen, I get it. We're not supporting you guys. We won't ever support you guys again. I get it. We at one time, man, they even told us at the meeting when we had with Rob that we were next in line and all this other kind of stuff. Listen, I get all that. We were tight. But that's not our fault what happened.
No.
It's not our fault at all. I think what it was, they tried to use our loyalty to keep them in office, keep everybody else at bay. They ran against them, and all this other kind of stuff. But we didn't get into this job to be buddy-buddy with anybody. We got into this job to protect the members at all costs, no matter the circumstance, no matter the cost. That's why we got into this job. We thought that they were the same way.
Yeah.
That didn't happen. So we had to step away from them. And listen, it's no secret, because I know it's going to come out again. Oh, man, you guys with them. You're right. We were. A whole lot of us was with them. A whole lot of us were deceived. But listen, everybody know where we at now. You know where we stand at now. They know where we stand at now. The company know where we stand at now. We have to protect our members against the company, number one, against, I hate to say it, the international, and against our e-board. They are the reason why we keep losing. We can blame UPS all we want to. Yeah, they do their part, but UPS is only doing what they're allowed to do. Plain and simple. Yeah. They're only doing what they're allowed to do. That's it. If you want to stop UPS, change leadership. Bottom line. If you don't like the way your contract's been negotiated, change leadership. Bottom line. You don't like all the stuff that keep going on with, you don't know what's going on with the contracts, constantly being dominated, harassed, change leadership. And that's on both levels, international and local. Because, and we're going to have a conversation when we get in office about the international, but we're going to take that slow. And I want to remind you guys that right after this bylaw amendment bill goes through, we got something else coming up too. That's going to be just as progressive as this bylaw amendment. We couldn't do it at the same time because we didn't want to overload everybody. But as soon as, I want to say, like April, end of April, we're going to drop something else on you that you're going to say, wow, I can't believe this. These guys are really fighting for us. And you're going to see it. It's going to be just like the bylaw. It's going to produce the same type of enthusiasm, the same thing. You're going to have to make a decision. And in 2016, it was, why should I vote for 623 Lives Matter? We're going to change that. We have changed that into, why shouldn't I vote for 623 Lives Matter? That's why we be at the gates all the time. That's why we constantly give you information. That's why we constantly fight, because that's what you're going to get. We're not coming out of nowhere telling you at the last minute, this is what you're going to get. You've been seeing it. You've been seeing it.
And like I said, we know everybody's not going to support us, but we support everybody.
Right.
That's simple. And like I said, we were with them in 2013 when they ran. And like you said, they used our loyalty to try to keep them in office. But once we realized they wasn't who they said they were, we're not just going to follow you blindly.
Right.
If you're not doing what you said you're supposed to do, then no, we're not. We can't support you if you're lying to the membership. The membership has to come first. So if you lie to the membership, we're not going to support that. Whether it's the E-Board, whether it's the international. Now, Shanahan said he's never going to undermine the international.
Yeah.
But my thing is, if international undermine the members, then no, we can't support you.
Right.
No matter who you are.
There you go.
You undermine the membership, then we will not support you.
You won't get any support from
It's as simple as
623. Straight up.
So like you said, it's not going to be why should we vote. It's going to be why shouldn't we vote.
Right. For
623 Lives Matter.
Right. And I was talking to a guy yesterday. I ain't gonna mention his name, but I was working with him, and he told me, and it you know, touched me. He said, because his son worked at Oregon Avenue.
You know what? I know.
You know what
told
I'm
me
talking
too.
And
Yeah.
man, he said, yo, man, you know, I talked to my son. We talked. We're gonna support you guys, and that's what it's about, man. Everybody coming together, families, you know, work. I mean, listen, if we don't come together, no matter who's in office, UPS gonna keep winning. The international going, and I want to throw this out there for free. What you think is going to happen in this contract? UPS gonna give us the worst. They're gonna come to the table with the worst contract they possibly can, because they know that the international and our local leaders are going to work together to just shove it down our throat. They're going to try to find any loophole they can, like they did in this time, to do it. You guys got to wake up. This is not just about today. This is about our futures right here. Our leaders don't care. You say what you want to say. They keep proving it over and over and over again. The simplest stuff they can't even do. And I mean, it's getting out of hand. The members are very, very upset. They're volatile. I mean, you told me I was gonna get my retro check if I voted yeah. Where my money at? You know, hey, listen, I didn't tell you to vote yeah. They flipping out on us. Hey, listen, we was telling you to vote no. You could get more. Yeah, these guys told me to vote yeah. Where my money at? They took the retention bonus. Hey, listen, when you got collusion from the local leaders, international leaders, and the company, they're going to use you until they get what they want, and then they're going to throw you away. They took that retention bonus right away from them. Once this contract got passed, it's ours now. Thank you. Now everybody mad. What am I getting my $2.60, 40 cents an hour? They told me to vote yeah. Listen, they only did that because they wanted to please Hoffa and please the IBT. It had nothing to do with you. That's why you guys got to vote. Very, very simple. This is what you're going to get from day one. Better communication with the stewards, transparency, education, the tools to win. That's the key. The reason why we keep losing we don't have the tools to win. We don't have the tools to fight. If our e-board really cared about us, they would have told us everything that's going on so we could fight the company. They would communicate with the stewards better. Just because we not supporting you don't mean I'm not a member. Don't mean that I don't fight for the membership. They know that, Clarence. They know that. They still know it.
They do.
So why not on that level? Let's work together to fight the company. We'll take care of the political part in October. But for right now, let's do this for the membership.
No, here's the thing. Whether we support them or not,
Still got a job to do.
we still are dues-paying members. You still work for us. Simple as that.
Right.
If in office, you can hate my guts or Rich guts,
Right.
but if you call and say, "Look, this is what's going on," we're going to be there because that's our job.
Right.
It's your job. Our job is not to make you like us. Our job
It's
is
to protect you.
To protect
That's
you
it.
and protect the rights of the contract and
Right.
and to make us
Right.
the contract stronger.
Right.
That's your job.
Right.
That's what you're paid for.
Right.
It's just like if you're a loader, you're paid to load the trucks
Right.
or unload. That's your job. Your only job is to protect the membership.
You liking us? You liking us or whatever has nothing to do with how we're going to protect you. We're going to do the job. We just have to get the opportunity. That's all we need. All right. That's why we've been at the gates to show you. That's why we got all these other labor organizations in the city, like the teachers, the IATSE union, the Poor People's Economic and Human Rights Campaign. Everybody is coming together for one common goal, and that's to make everybody's life better in this local. We just got to get the opportunity, like Clarence was saying. Listen, if we don't do the job, vote us out. We ain't going to fight it. We not. That's not what we're about. That's not what we're about. If we don't do the job, vote us out. We ain't going to be hipping and hollering and crying and fighting. Listen, Hooker, you can come to say, Hooker, you told us this, you didn't do it, you got to go. And I'm going to say, you know what, you're right. And that's going to be it. I ain't going to be doing no kicking and screaming. If I ain't do the job, I ain't do the job. But you guys, you know that we need to change. It's obvious. You guys can see it. I mean, we even put the flyers out there that the members are actually saying it. It's not even us no more. From every classification, from 6 years to about 30 years, everybody is saying the same thing. Yo, what's up, Joe? What's going on, brother? Everybody knows what time it is. So it looks like I got an extra time on the show today. So I hope you guys enjoying it. You're listening to WOM 92.9 South Philadelphia Community Radio. If you guys enjoy the show, we want you guys to go to spcr.org and donate to this radio station. Nothing is free. So donate, PayPal, credit card, debit card, whatever you got, $1, $5, whatever the case may be. What I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start putting the link in on our show so that, because I know a lot of people say they want to help out. So we're gonna put it up there so you guys can do that for us. The station manager, real good guy, took a chance on us, and we want to help him out. You know what I mean? That's right, Dorian. Everybody ain't gonna see eye to eye, but we gotta stand together, man. And Joe, you're right, man. They gotta go, man. They gotta go. And in my heart, I do believe that they are done this time. Again, I'm gonna put these numbers out there. In 2016. It was a lot of stuff going on. You had the delegate election, the United States president election, you had the delegate election earlier, and you had the convention, and you had the Teamsters election that year as well. It was a lot of stuff going on, and people got tired of voting, and 3 slates ran. We lost slate votes. We were 37 slate votes short. 37. That's it. And at the time, Shanahan was this great guy. Everybody thought Shanahan was great. Well, he lost a lot of support. He almost has no support. And at this point, it doesn't matter if you got 100 slates. In my heart, I believe we're going to win this election. Not being cocky or arrogant, but we're doing the work. We're going to continue to do the work. And we just want you guys to put your frustrations on paper. This bylaw amendment is just a down payment on what you're going to keep getting day in and day out. That's all the bylaw amendment was. We want you guys to understand that everything we do is protect and preserve and promote and progress the union. You know what I mean? It's just that simple. That's why March 16th, you guys got to show up. 10 o'clock, 4369 Richmond Street. I'm going around and I'm asking everybody. Listen, to all my 22-3 Twilight members, listen, I know you guys get off early in the morning, like 3, sometime 4. Listen, I need you guys to come out there, man, and vote. Because the only way to vote on this bylaw amendment, you have to be present at the Union Hall. That's the only way to vote. And I know you guys get off early and, you know, it's going to be rough. But I'm asking you, please. And I'm going to keep asking. We're going to be at the gates getting signatures and phone numbers. I'm going to be calling everybody. I'm going to be phone banking. I'm going to be calling everybody. Hey, listen, come out there March 16th to vote this bylaw in, man, because that's the only way to ensure that whoever's in office does the right thing by the membership. That's the only way. Because it was asked by this executive board to have a committee. They said no. They don't want you to know anything. That's why when I asked for all who were there at the meeting, this past meeting, I asked Shanahan, how is he going to administer the vote? He said he didn't know. He didn't care. So I'm telling you, they don't want this to pass. And Joe, I need you to be there, brother. I need you to be there, man. 4369. If I got to come get you, I'll come get you. I need you to be there. We got to vote, man. Because they're going to use this as a barometer to see where they stand in October. I'm telling you. They're going to see. If we don't pack that hall out, they're going to feel like, yeah, we're going to win again. They don't care. Because it's one thing to sign it and say you want it. But it's another thing to come down there and take it. Because it was like 70 pages of people. And we couldn't even get to everybody. A lot of people signed them sheets. But a lot of people don't put those actions in the words. So, put those words into action. So, come down there to the hall and let them know. If they see that hall packed, they're going to know that their days are numbered. They are going to know that their days are numbered. But you got to show up. So this is going to be a tell-all to let them know, do they even have a chance come October? But you guys got to show up, though. I can keep talking until I'm blue in the face. Listen, gotta vote, man. Gotta vote. Joe, I'm going to be there. I'm going to pick you up, man. Because we got to vote. We got to vote. And if you need a ride, let me know. Let me know. Because we gotta fill this hall up. Because you got to have 2/3 of the people that's inside the hall to vote. 2/3. So again, if you got 100 people there, you got to have at least 67 people to vote yes. You got to have it. If only 10 show up, you got to have 7. But I want that hall to be standing room only. I want them to know that their days are numbered. People not going to let, them keep just taking their money, letting UPS do whatever they want to do. No backbone, just weakness after weakness, concession after concession. You guys have got to show up and show out. If you don't, it's done. I'm telling you. March 16th is the beginning of could be the beginning of historical events to take place in our 100th anniversary as a local. You guys can be a big part of what the future generations of this local is going to get. Starts here today. We could have the foundation right now for the future. Once we retire, dead and gone, the foundation will still be there. And it will be because of us. Not 623 us, but all of us, all the members of 623. you guys got to show up. March 16th, 10 o'clock a.m., 4369 Richmond Street. If you need a ride, if you want to meet up at Broad, Oregon, like you do when you go to work, we'll come down there and pick you up, and we'll take you. But you got to show up. We got to show these guys that their days are numbered. Because I'm telling you, if we don't show up, they're going to feel like they got a chance. They're going to keep doing the same thing they've been doing. And we got to put pressure on them. We got to put pressure, because pressure busts pipes. So again, y'all got to show up. Got to show up. If you don't show up and this don't go through, don't complain. Now, we do have a backup plan to get this, the bylaw changed for transparency if this doesn't work. But the only way that that's going to work, we have to be in office for that. So this, we want to get it done right here. We want to get it done right here, right now. Show them that we mean business, all right? It's very, very simple. It's not hard. Just come in. I know a lot of guys don't want to come and stay because they don't like the e-board. Listen, come in, vote. If you want to leave, leave. Just don't leave before you vote. That's all. Just don't leave before you vote. Excuse me. So, you guys listen. It's very, very important. March 16th. I'm gonna be talking about this every day, all day, until the day. So, March 16th, you gotta show up. If you don't show up, please don't complain, because we put it out there for you. All you gotta do is come and get it. It's just that simple. We done the work. Now you just gotta come and take advantage of what's been going on. All right, you guys see it. I see it. I know it. You know it. Just gotta put it on paper now. Cause you can't say you don't know. You can't say we ain't been at the gates. You can't say you haven't seen us. You can't say we ain't been fighting for you guys to have a better contract. You can't say we don't fight the company. You can't say we don't stand up against HAFA. We've been out there for the last 4 years, and we're not going to stop. We've come too close to see this thing through. All right? So, again, we need your help, though. We need your help. We cannot do this alone. If you guys don't take advantage of this opportunity, I don't know what's going to happen, because a lot of people have been complaining about it. And so we came up with a way so your complaints can be answered. But you guys got to come down there and take it. So everybody that I know that work on Saturday, like the drivers that work on Saturday, I know you guys won't be able to make it. All my guys that work on the midnight, they get off early in the morning on Friday. Listen, please come on out. I know it's rough. I know it's tough. But again, we need you guys to show up at March 16th meeting so we can vote in this bylaw amendment. Please show up. It's just that simple. Show up, vote yes, and we out of there. Then we move to the next step. Like I said, right after this bylaw amendment, we got something else that we're going to drop on you guys. It's going to do the same thing. It's going to open you guys up, open you guys' eyes up to see, how serious and how the plan is going to work. That's the thing about it. Everybody talk about plans. What's your plan? What's your plan? You see it. You see it in action. You see the action. Transparency, education, giving you guys the tools to fight and win. Because one thing to fight is a whole other thing to fight and win. That's what we're going to be training our people to do. We don't have that training now. They leave you out there on an island by yourself. Now, certain people that don't, if you support them, man, I'm telling you, they'll fight. But if you don't, you're on your own. But you'll never be alone with us. Never. And you guys know that because you see it. All right. So again, March 16th, 2019, 10 a.m., 4369 Richmond Street. You gotta be there. That's the only way to vote. You gotta have 2/3 of the attending members at the meeting to vote. 2/3. All right. What's up, Billy? What's going on? You guys gotta show up, man. It's just that serious. It's coming down to it. You know, no more talking. We gotta put it on paper now, or however Shanahan wanted to do it. He couldn't even tell us how he wanted to do it. So again, man, come out, show up, show out, and let's get it done. It's just that simple. There's no rigmarole. Come to the hall, vote, and that's it. Need a ride? Let us know. We'll come pick you up. We're gonna be Enterprise. We'll pick you up. All right. And again, we got the Mother's Day thing we got going on. With the we're gonna start giving out tickets to our mothers. What we're gonna do is we're gonna give them flowers that Thursday and Friday before Mother's Day, and we're gonna have a drawing for 2 mothers, one from Oregon Avenue, one from PHL, and we're gonna take them out that Saturday evening for Mother's Day dinner. Also, we're gonna do the drawing for the 55-inch 4K TV. I'm getting the tickets now, $1 a piece. All right, $1 a piece, and we're gonna have that drawing on Father's Day weekend. All right, so hopefully, that'll be a good gift for somebody's father or for for yourself. You know what I mean? But again, $1 a ticket, 55-inch 4K UHD TV, $1 a piece. The drawing is going to be held the Wednesday on that show before Father's Day weekend. So there you have it. All right, keep that in mind. Keep those dates in mind. All right, we're gonna be talking more about it. We're going to be getting the tickets and getting everything together for that as well. Also, you guys know about the ATM committee, the advisory team member committee that we plan on putting in place once we take office. Again, that committee is going to meet once a quarter to interact with us. Hey, what's up, Warrior? What's up, Jackie? Man, it's good to see you. I'm glad you still fighting, and we praying for you. And you keep doing what you've been doing. You looking good. I know you on your way. It was good to see you at the meeting on Saturday. It really was good to see you. And I know you could have been anywhere else. You could have been resting. You could have been doing anything, but it was good to see you at that meeting. And you really warmed my heart. And I'm hoping everybody else, follow suit. With everything that you're going through, you still took the time to come out and support your union brothers and sisters. And I appreciate that. So thank you. And I hope to see you again at the March 16th meeting, so you can have a right to vote. That was good seeing you. Again, we got a lot of stuff coming down the pipe this year, especially the next few months, and we want you guys to really stay focused, really pay attention to what's going on, because it's do or die right now. You know what I mean? We can make history in so many levels for us, for our future generation of members. It's all right here for the taking. We got a lot of younger members who don't really know what's going on with the union. They starting to really find out through social media and everything that we got going on. It's really a blessing to see how many people that we're touching. And I'm glad that you guys are involved and participating. The text messaging, the private messaging, the calls, the texts, everything. I really do appreciate that, because we wouldn't be able to do this if it wasn't for you guys. There is no 623 Lives Matter without you guys. There isn't. We put this movement together because we wanted to make a better union for not only us, but the future. That's why I don't know if you guys really pay attention to the stuff that we do. It doesn't just help us now. It helps us in the future. And, we got to do it. We got to do it this time. We got to do it. We got to do it this time. Because if we don't, it's going to be hard to get another chance at this, because there's a lot of stuff coming in right after the 2019 election, because when we take office in 2020, later that year, they're going to be gearing up for the 2021 international election. And that's where we can make a change to the Constitution with this whole 2/3 thing. And you know how they got over on us with that. So what we do in this election will affect 2021's election. And you already know what our guys going to do. They're not going to do anything to speak out against Hoffa, the IBT, their whole regime, their whole idea. They're not going to do, and they already told us, they showed us, they do. When it comes to Hoffa, man, they will throw us under the bus, and they proved it. They proved it. They will throw us under the bus to please him and the rest of the IBT. This is not me making it up. You seen it, you hear it, you saw it. We got to make a change. Same thing with the company. Well, the company not going to agree to that. The company ain't going to do this. Listen, I'm so tired of hearing about what the company is not going to do. They give you a defeated attitude before you even go in the fight. How can I go fight as a member and my leader is giving me a defeated attitude before I even get in there? Attitude reflects leadership. The reason why we keep losing is because of the attitude of our leaders. They don't want to fight. They done got too complacent and stagnated and capitulated and every other lated with these guys. They don't care. So it's up to you guys to make a difference. There is no way in this world that any leader should tell a person who is willing to fight, ready to fight, and you tell them and you give them a defeated attitude, a defeated mindset, a defeated, message. I mean, I don't understand that. I don't care what obstacle it is. We're going to deal with it smartly and with wisdom, but you're going to know that we're going to fight it. We're going to fight it. Especially if it's a slam dunk. I'm not going to tell you, oh, well, no. You're going to win. This is how we're going to win. And you're going to come out a winner. You guys got to give us that chance. You got to give us that chance. I could talk on this thing till I'm blue in the face. So, waiting on the other group to come. I guess they're running a little late, but again, if you guys want to donate to the radio station, like I said, nothing is free. You can go to sbcr.org and .org. Hit the donate, PayPal, to keep the station going. Like I said, our station manager, man, he took a chance on us, man, and we appreciate everything that he's done for us to give us this platform to tell our story about how we plan on changing the face, changing the direction, changing the vision of our local, and not just our local, but hopefully the international as well. But again, everybody got to come together on this. Us 7 people, we can't do it alone. We're going to need help from the membership, and we hope that we have built enough relationships with the membership that they understand that when we do fight, it's for the betterment of our families and the future families of our local. But you guys got to get involved. Again, March 16th is a very big day. It's the start of change. If you guys vote this bylaw in, it's not just going to impact us here today. It's going to impact our children, their children, and their children, because that bylaw will be there forever until somebody else want to change it. But I don't see nobody changing it because it gives the member an avenue that they will know everything that's going on with negotiations. And that's what you want. That's what you pay for. And it also forces participation from the membership. Because a lot of times I hear, some leaders, they want to wait. They want to hope that the members come to the hall. They want to hope that the members get involved. Well, if you give them something, it will force them to participate. Who doesn't want to know what's going on with their negotiations, especially after what's been going on here? Who wouldn't want to know? that's going to force people to want to get involved. If we put like I said, the ATM committee, that's going to force people to want to get involved, because you're going to get a chance to voice your concerns one-on-one with the leaders, and you're going to work hand in hand with them. Who wouldn't want to do that? It's not going to be, hey, I'm the boss, you got to do what I say. No, we both, all of us, are going to sit down and talk once a quarter. ATM committee, it's going to work just like an ATM. You can't get more money out of an ATM than what you got in the bank account. Same thing here. What we're going to put into our membership, we're going to withdraw from the membership. What the membership put in us, you're going to be able to withdraw from that, like an ATM. That's why the advisory team committee. We got a lot of stuff going on, but you guys got to give us a chance. Ooh, man, I'm sorry, y'all. Excuse me. You guys got to give us a chance. It's just that simple. Again, if you want it, you got to take it. Yeah, doing that amendment gives power to the members. That's why we did it. For so long, our e-board forgot who they work for. They forgot. And this bylaw will remind them of that. Whoever's in there. Whoever. Doesn't matter if it's us, somehow, and I pray that it's not these guys in there now, but even if it's them, they still will have to have a committee. Now, I was hearing that, just say if Shanahan gets back in there, they were saying that there's a possibility that he's just going to pick his own people, so you still won't know. Well, you got to make sure that that doesn't happen. You got to make sure of that. If you know a leader is getting, has that kind of power that he can pick the people on the committee, then you need to make sure you get the right leader in there. Now, we already have a plan on how we plan on using it. Some of you all guys already read it. That's how we presented it to the membership from the beginning. We showed you how we will go about implementing this amendment. Then we came out with the language to put into the amendment itself so it won't get turned down. That's how we presented it to you guys. How we would use it, then how we would, how it would be used for. You know what I mean? But you guys gotta come down there March 16th, 2019, 10 a.m. and vote. If you don't vote for it, then we can't complain about it. Because you gotta have 2/3 of the members that's inside attending the meeting. 2/3 gotta say yes. You gotta say yes. So again, come on out. Let's vote together. Let's win together. Let's celebrate together, and let's win together. You got to do it. It's yours for the taking. Take what belongs to you. It's there. All right. So I'm gonna get ready and get out of here. I'm gonna get ready for the next people to come on the next show. We're gonna put some music on until they come, because I'm tired and I'm tired of talking. I need to take a little nap. I need to go head home. But again, March 16th. Don't forget, again, if you want to donate, help the station out, help our brother Chris out. Hey, this is all his work, and he gave us a shot, and we want you guys to show your appreciation. If you guys enjoy the show, which I know you guys do, some of you have told me you wanted to donate, go to spcr.org, hit the donate button, and from now on, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have the link in our videos, so you guys can go ahead and donate and participate that way as well. All right, we thank you guys for listening. We love you. God bless you guys. And don't forget, this is a big span of about in the year we vote for new leadership. March 16th, come on down to the hall and vote. Later on in the year, we voting for new leadership, all right? And I know you guys are going to vote for us. I appreciate it. We thank you guys for all the text, all the encouraging words. But don't forget, you got to put it on paper. That's the only way it matters. All right? 623 Lives Matter. We love you guys. Peace out.